started then. Welcome to the Arizona Town Hall presentation on housing in Arizona. I'm Randy Nelson. This is a small business development center with Arizona Western College, and this is one of our regularly scheduled brown bag luncheons that we do. However, today, thanks to your generosity and slight charge, the lunch has been brought here for you. Anyhow, you're not here to see me. I'm here to introduce Tara Jackson, the leader of Arizona Town Hall, CEO and president, and
President's good enough.
everything else.
Whatever anyone wants to call me.
There you go. And if you do need to excuse yourself, the restrooms are right outside on the left. And enjoy the show. Thank you.
Thanks, Randy. All right, he gets a pass on the hard questions.
That's it.
Well, thanks all of you. This is really quite an amazing center. I've been learning all about it, and I understand that they're even taping part of this program and that they can put it on their website and otherwise circulate it. So that's really important when we get to the discussion portion for you to keep in mind, because we always have that at the end of these programs. I'm seeing a lot of town hall veterans, so let me ask, is there anyone in here who has never been to an Arizona town hall? Oh, there are just a couple. Well, you have a lot of people that can tell you all about us, so I won't spend too much time on that. But what we're known for, of course, is taking on a difficult issue that Arizona is dealing with and bringing together a broad range of perspectives, knowledge, people from different professions, from different counties, different political parties, and putting them together for about 3.5 days to really hammer out, discuss the issues, and come up with solutions to whatever the problem is. Consensus-based solutions. So this past November, we decided to address housing. When the town hall members and executive committee first thought about looking at the topic of housing, we thought we would be talking about affordable and workforce housing. But that was 1.5 years ago. By the time we got to this particular town hall, including in the background materials that were provided to all of the attendees, the issue had become much broader to include what is the economic effect in the state of Arizona when housing and the construction industry has been such a big part of our economy. Do we have the right balance? Do we need to have more regulations surrounding the mortgage industry? What do we do with some of the different developments and cities that were so reliant on the growth of the housing industry and that now have entire neighborhoods where no one is there, and not only are the homes vacant, but the schools and governments do not have the revenue sources to support the needs of the community? What is the best way to address this crisis that Arizona has been at the forefront of so that we don't encounter it again? So these were some of the questions that, while everyone else was thinking about the presidential elections, we were actually at the Grand Canyon while the presidential elections were going on, an interesting time for these discussions. People were gathered from all over the state who had voted early to have these discussions, and you can see just a few of the group discussions going on with not only some of the leaders of the community, but also students that come from some of the community colleges and the universities to add that youth perspective to it. So what we're going to do today is first see a video that the Horizon Show did on the town hall, where you can hear the perspectives of some of the participants from outside the Yuma area and hear what they have to say, their perspective on the housing industry and the housing crisis. And then we'll move more locally, and you'll hear from one of your local participants who was at the town hall with his thoughts on the town hall itself and some of the recommendations. Why is this important for you to listen to? You know, you see the question here on the screen. At the end of the program, after you have seen the presentation on sort of the key facts that came out of the town hall, we're going to turn it back to you and ask you this question. Looking at the handout that's in front of all of you, at the very back there are some numbered recommendations. These are the key recommendations that came out of the town hall. And what we're going to ask you, the discussion at the end, is this. What recommendation or recommendations should receive priority and how can we make the recommendations a reality? What can you in this room do to help move some of the most important recommendations forward? And while these kind of programs hopefully allow you to have an understanding of some issues that you may not otherwise encounter in your professional lives, let me tell you that they also can have an immediate impact in communities. About 6 months ago, I know quite a few of you were a part of the program that we did on the Education Town Hall. From the community outreach program to the Town Hall, we already have had things that have gotten started. Tucson Values Teachers was launched on October 1st, a mixture of business, community, education, folks all coming together to help support the teachers, assuming that there would not be additional funding from the state legislature. Very good thought, as it looks, right? I noticed the headlines in your paper were talking about the elimination of positions just today, positions that were eliminated by vote last night because of budget cuts. Well, Tucson took it on their own as part of ideas that came out of this town hall and the Tucson Regional Town Hall, and started this program that other communities are using as a model. Sierra Vista, at a program like this, when they had a discussion, what they decided to do is to contact the leaders in Tucson, find their model, and to start a model themselves for basically Sierra Vista values teachers. They have started that. They now have a board and they're off and running. For those of you that may have been at that town hall, we had a speaker who really gathered the attention of everyone in the room, whatever political party they were on, whatever side, about a whole systematic reform of the education system. His name was Mark Tucker, and he was talking about a report called Tough Times, Tough Choices, based on an intensive study of countries that are really showing a remarkable ability to graduate students at the top of their fields. Arizona, just about a week and a half ago, it was announced, thanks to efforts of a lot of people involved with that town hall, that we were selected as one of the model states that his organization will be partnering with to try a model of the type of system set up in the Tough Times, Tough Choices report. So these are all ways, and there are many others, that you can have an impact in your community, whether small or big, and you should think about that when we have the discussion at the end of today's program. So now what I'm going to do is turn it over to sort of the facts. Here's the facts and some input from some of the participants at the town hall. And we're going to start first with the video of Horizon, and then we'll move to your local representatives. Let me see if I can get it up for you here.